Hello, you're listening to Questboard, a podcast where we make up random side quests. My name is Brandon.
And I'm Tiffany. Just so you know, we are not professional writers in any way, shape, or form. At least we don't claim to be. We just really like tabletop RPGs, and we do this for fun.
That's right. Hey Tiff.
What's up?
This happened a week or two ago? I think it was a couple weeks ago.
In the context of this podcast, who knows?
I know. It gets lost in a void.
Yeah.
But, so a couple weeks ago, I stumbled across a game that was on Steam that I was like, oh my god, I played this as a kid.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. And the game was called Freedom Fighters.
I feel like I've heard of that.
I played this game like back when on the original Xbox as a kid. I loved it. I was obsessed with it. It's one of those games where it's just like New York gets taken over by Soviet Russia, and you play as a freedom fighter to liberate the city and all that stuff.
Interesting.
And I was like, oh man, I haven't played that in forever. And it was like $2 on Steam, so I was like, sure, let's play that.
That's how they get you. $2
For a nostalgia trip.
worth it.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, how bad is the graphics gonna be? Because that game came out in 2003.
Ooh.
And yes, it was really bad. Models are bad, animations were horrible, and all that stuff. It was funny and all that.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, though, about 30 minutes in, I got a huge wave of my motion sickness kicked in.
Uh-oh.
And so for people who don't know, I have motion sickness. I've had motion sickness my entire life. You know, any form of transportation I've gotten sick in.
It's really bad.
And if the elevator is fast enough or brakes fast enough, the elevators also affect me.
What the heck?
Yeah. For people who don't know, motion sickness is where your eyes will see or movement or stillness and your body feels the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, a perfect example is a elevator.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in an elevator, your eyes see a still room.
Yep.
But then your body feels the motion. And that confusion in your brain is what triggers motion sickness.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it builds up enough and all that stuff, I become nauseous.
Yeah.
Most
Same
people with motion
concept as
sickness.
anyone who gets car sick or seasick.
Yes, motion sickness just is all of that.
Yeah.
Anyways, and sometimes video games do affect me. I can't play Portal.
That one's understandable.
And anytime I play first-person shooter, I increase the FOV slider. That does help.
Interesting.
Also, no camera shakes.
Yeah.
No head bopping movement. All
Mm-hmm.
that stuff. It helps. But around 30 minutes in, I had 0 to 100 real quick. Like, it was very sudden. And then I had to immediately pause it, look down on the ground. I was trying my breathing exercises that I did all my life. And nope, immediately went, throw up, all that stuff.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I know. I'm used to it. Don't worry. But I was like, okay, just walk around. Usually walking off helps because you're on solid ground and all that stuff.
Right.
So then I spent the next 3 hours feeling this motion sickness that was not going away. I have no idea to this day why. Had to go to bed, all that stuff. Woke up the next day feeling off because I wasn't feeling great. But I wasn't nauseous the next day. Because I was 30 minutes in, I refunded it on Steam. I got my $2 back. Whatever. But to this day, I have spent time thinking about this for the last couple weeks. I used to play this as a kid.
Yeah.
So I don't exactly know why it affected me as an adult, but not me as a kid. I'm somewhat thinking the reason why was because I have a newer high resolution monitor.
Oh, probably.
And I used to play, and I'm going to show my age, a curved glass screen TV when I was a kid. Lower resolution, all that stuff.
Tubes.
Also, this game wasn't remastered or anything like that. It was straight ported over.
Yeah.
Because the main menu was also imagine a normal screen for everyone at home. This main menu was a bar that was only, I want to say, 30% of the screen down the center, going left to right the entire way. That was the menu. And there was nothing below, above and below it. So it really seemed like it wasn't designed well enough for high resolution screens.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of chalking it up to that. But it is a shame that I can't play like one of my childhood favorite games.
Yeah, that does suck.
And I have to remember that if I ever go down a nostalgia trip again. But yeah, so that happened to me recently. And it really sucks.
That's sad.
And I guess I'll segue into something else that sucked. Was I was talking to someone at work about it because like the next day of work after that incident, I was chatting with someone. It's like, oh yeah, like they asked how my weekend was, and I was telling about it. And I was complaining like I just did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, this came out. I played this as a kid. Like, oh, it came out in like 2003, and this young girl
Oh no.
said, oh, that came out a year before I was born.
Mm.
And I looked at him like, I need to stop talking to you because you make me feel old when I have conversations with you.
I mean, I just looked up one of my favorite childhood games. It came out in 2005, so it came out a little bit later. But Fate, it's also on Steam. I recently discovered that it was on Steam and downloaded it and started playing it again. I'm like, oh man, these graphics suck, but it's so much fun.
Yeah, I was hoping for that experience.
Yeah, well, it's third person, so.
I don't know. If I ever come across any other childhood games, maybe. It depends on the game. But
Yeah.
I now have like internal checklist. So that happened to me, and I thought, why not just talk about it on the podcast?
Yeah. I mean, I have not to like, say, oh, I have the same problem, but like a similar sort of experience when I play first person shooters, but it's not motion sickness, it's my heart. My heart beats too fast when I play first person shooters, and I get like extreme anxiety to the point where I have to stop and remember to breathe. I go into full on panic attacks.
He's a passionate gamer. No, it sounds like we're old, but
Yeah, but that's just why I don't play first person shooters.
I thought that's because why you don't play any combat game.
Combat in third person is less traumatizing than first person.
Or should I say fast-paced game?
No, that's just because I suck at video games.
Okay, fair enough. You know what? I was going to say, like, well, I did carry you through Monster Hunter Wilds.
You did. Thank you. You and some other friends.
Oh, speaking of that, like, to date this episode, they did announce the DLC.
I know, I'm so excited for that.
Are we going to play that?
Please? But it looks
Am I
like...
going to carry you through that?
Well, let's see. If I remember how to play.
I don't remember how to play.
Yeah. And if these are harder to beat monsters, yeah, it may not be worth it for me.
Nah, we'll be fine. As long as you're geared up. Yeah. Anyways.
Anyway.
So, speaking of... I don't know. I don't got a segue. It was me talking about me getting sick.
Hey, look at that segue.
Speaking of segues, we have a quest to make, and we have our deck of cards.
Let's draw a card.
Yay. Missing scouting party.
Uh-oh.
We've recently sent a few scouts to see why we had no word from the local foresters, but they have now returned, looking for able-bodied adventurers to investigate.
Rescue mission.
Standard kind of quest,
Classic, but what got them?
but what got them?
It's a scouting party. They're good at not being seen.
Well, it depends.
Oh, yeah. They're good at looking at things. Some scouts are really good at not being seen.
Yes, but a scouting party could just be, hey, just go see. Like, this party seems like they're investigating something that's happening. That's not we need to sneak to get there. It's, hey, go over to the next town and see why they aren't doing anything.
Well, yeah, no, it says we recently sent a few scouts to see why we've had no word from the local foresters. So the foresters are missing.
Yes.
They sent out scouts, now the scouts are missing.
I'm saying the scouts in that context doesn't require stealthiness, so they might not care to act
I now
stealthy.
understand this.
This is where I'm trying to get at. Yeah.
But it's okay. Something got the foresters who know the forest.
Someone got the foresters to then led to someone got the scouts.
Yes.
To then led to someone's going to get the party.
Oh, probably.
Oh, you know.
You know.
You know. It's Paul Bunyan, but he's from Minnesota. Oh, you know, this is my forest.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that accent was. That didn't work, no.
I just know the phrase, oh, you know.
You know.
That's it.
Don't you know?
If we have any listeners from there, we lost them.
Where's that accent from again?
Minnesota.
Oh, yeah, that's Minnesota.
If we haven't lost them, after the first one, we definitely lost them in the second half.
Hey, if you're from Minnesota and you want to send us a voice clip of your beautiful
No,
accent,
Don't.
I want to listen to it.
That'll be a weird, like, YouTube reply video.
Yeah.
I'm calling out Questboard. This is how I sound. Anyways. So, what got the Forsters? It's usually it's gotta be some creature or some nature thing.
Well, my thoughts instantly went to that one episode we made where he was collecting people in snow globes.
Are you talking about the orb guy that
Yeah.
from the like when you drew the deck of many things?
Yeah.
Well, you're saying these Forsters drew from the deck of many things?
No, I'm just saying I was thinking of that.
Cool. Why were you thinking of that?
Because he puts them in orbs. People disappear.
I thought you were gonna say, "Oh, what happens if this is from that episode where it was the unicorn that drew from the deck?" I'm sorry, it sounds a pattern from us. Who turned evil because they got the balance or
I mean, we have a whole deck to play with.
yes, but no, I'm saying that's a previous episode we've done. Is
Yes.
the unicorn that turned evil.
So
And
it's the orb one.
Yes, but I was gonna say I thought you were gonna say that where then the unicorn took out the foresters that took out the scouts because evil now.
Oh. I mean, this could also be the escaped Kelpie.
No, we said that one in modern day.
No, we did.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't set this one yet.
Is this gonna be an episode where we just talk about our previous episodes?
Yeah, you should totally go listen to them.
The anniversary episode, but not. Actually, we're halfway through the year, so
Yeah. Woo! Half anniversary.
roughly. I don't know.
Roundabout.
About. Okay, how about we create something original or
What?
new? Something new.
Okay.
Something different.
Something new.
What would have killed foresters?
I mean, do you want to hear the original thing that popped in my head and I said no to?
Sure. I say no to my own ideas all the time.
It's a Tarask. No.
Well, we already did that.
Yeah, I know.
And it's also, you don't need scouts for that one. You could see it.
Yeah. Okay, something's quietly taking out the foresters because they've just had no word from them. So they went out into the forest to forest. What do foresters do? Do they forage or do they
Foresters,
cut down trees?
is usually, if you think of people are like at a logging camp or
That's what I thought.
they cut down trees, but then they also replant trees.
Okay.
Actually, it depends on the policies
Yeah.
of.
Okay, so
whether or
maybe
not
this
they
is
replant.
like there's a logging camp out in the forest. And
Okay.
depending on your campaign, you can make them very ethical logging camp. They only, cut down trees that are going to fall down, or they make sure to replant for every tree they cut down. Or you can have it be a corrupt logging camp and go from there, where they just cut everything down.
Okay, but we still need to slim down what's kidnapping them or killing them. We haven't decided that part yet, but
Well, they
what
are
is-
cutting down trees.
No, it could be using them as a hostage.
We've used druids a bit too many times.
I
as
know.
the
I'm
bad
trying
guy.
to lean away from that.
So it's not
In my head.
druids. Although there might be some local druids that the party might think it could be.
Okay, how about? Oh, I have an idea.
He's got an idea.
Myconids,
Myconids.
where the people will be like, if they have a unique thing, where it's like a little of Last of Us, where the fungal grows in the brain and then they control the body,
Yeah.
and so then they kidnap people to then like sit in their quote like sort of hibernation dens or breeding dens, and that's how they grow myconids, is from the bodies as a incubator kind of thing. So then
That's actually what they do.
oh, do they? I don't know. But I was gonna say like they
Kind of.
kidnap them where they mind control them back to it, and so you will find them just sitting there leaning against the wall as mushrooms are slowly growing out of them.
Yeah, they turn you into what's called a spore servant. I only know this
I
because
love how I accidentally like call a actual lore thing without knowing the lore.
well, that's because this happens in real life too, with ants.
Yeah, I know that. Everyone knows that because of The Last of Us.
Oh, I know about that because of Pokemon. Parasect.
Well, a lot of people, when they saw Last of Us and all that stuff, learned about that. And
Oh,
that was
I-
the basis off those zombies. Anyways,
Never played and or watched The Last of Us.
first game / first season is good. Should watch it.
Okay.
You can ignore everything else.
But yeah, so myconids can turn you into what's known as a spore servant. I only know this because that happened to one of our players in our Out of the Abyss campaign, and he died a death that he cannot be revived from. So R.I.P. Bubbles.
Cool. Sadly, I know that character because I chat with the player of that character.
But it's okay. He came back with Bubbles' older brother, Suds.
He also told me about that. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, do you want to do the Myconids route? But then if we do that, then it's very much cut and dry.
It is very much cut and dry.
And so there
Twas
won't be
the
a lot.
Myconids. Well, you got to figure out like why the Myconids are above ground, because they're an Underdark species.
I mean, we could always homebrew there's an above ground species.
True.
And it's like, oh, this is a force that's, I've done this in a homebrew one where I made a force that's so dense that direct sunlight doesn't go through the canopy of trees that's above. So then Underdark creatures can survive in there.
Oh, that makes sense.
So I've done that before and all that stuff. So it's like, I even made Drow a prominent like race in that forest.
That sounds like an interesting ecosystem.
Yeah, and so they also create an opportunity for the player characters that if they ever want to in a fight, try to create a hole above them to then gain advantage on any creature that they're fighting in that fight. It was always an option.
Okay. So the Myconids do live in a really dense part of the forest, and the foresters
saw it as a threat because
we're getting too
thinning
close.
them out.
Yeah, and if they start cutting down trees, that's going to be letting the light in.
Yeah.
And the foresters were only cutting down certain trees, not all of them, just enough to keep the ecosystem
Do you want
alive.
to say it's Myconids, or do you want to do like a tribe of Drow that's like, hey, you're destroying our livelihood because we rely on the thickness of this forest?
It could be Myconids and Drow living together even.
Is that even a thing? I don't think that's the thing. It doesn't sound like it to me, though.
We could make it a thing.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Maybe they've learned a sort of symbiosis.
I feel like we need to pick one. Or is it it was Myconids, but then they will stumble across Drow that will possibly help them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Myconids are usually pretty chill. Like they're
Unless
not
threatened.
Yeah.
And obviously the loggers and all that stuff would be a
Yeah, they
threat.
could have been considered a threat at that point.
I'm not very keen on them working together,
Okay.
but it's just like if you said if they don't pose them as a threat and the Drow doesn't pose a threat because they're chill with each other, but
Yeah.
they don't hate each other kind of thing.
Right.
Where then they could explain to the parties like, oh, this, all that stuff. But then why would the Drow help out the players?
Yeah. I'm kind of leaning more towards just Myconids.
Yeah, no Drow?
No Drow.
Okay. But that also means on the way there, they could find Displacer Beasts. What other Underdark creatures? He's the famous one. I just know that. And other Underdark creatures.
A Flump.
Sure, that.
They're not.
Depending on the level of your party and all that stuff.
Yeah. Flumps are friendly.
Are friendly or not?
Are.
Oh, never mind.
At least the one we met was.
Homebrew it. I don't know.
Yeah. Find other Underdark
okay,
critters.
This is still like kind of dry though. Of like, okay,
Yeah.
find it. They're gonna find out that maybe because this is the first contact, it's deep in a uncharted forest and all that stuff. Since Myconids has determined those foresters are a threat, they're going to assume all humans are a threat because all humans are capable of basically thinning the forest. So then any bipedal humanoid is going to be treated like a threat now.
Yeah.
And so they're going to always be hostile. Okay.
And maybe they even have trouble telling a human from an elf from a
Yeah, because
whatever.
that's why I
Yeah.
said bipedal humanoids.
They just call them all human.
Yeah.
They're just all human to them. Because the first one they met was a human. So it's like, oh, I'm a human. No, they're all humans.
Or they just say you things.
No, yeah, you things. You bipeds.
That sounds derogatory.
Myconids are kind of bipedal too.
You bipeds.
You bipeds.
Okay, now I want a centaur that just calls people you bipeds.
You have a drider be like, ugh, bipeds.
Filthy bipeds. Oh, God, what mood are we in today?
I don't know.
Anyways, is there anything else to add? Or is...
I did have a random thought.
Okay.
A way to actually have a drow there. So they...
A drow druid?
No.
What happens if it is a druid that
One thing
takes care of
that
things?
Myconids do is they kind of have like a garden per se, and to turn someone into a spore servant or some other like things, or like to use them for nutrients and stuff, they bury them in the ground with only their head sticking out.
This just sounds like it's like the start of like a horror thing.
And maybe you come across a drow that's been buried like this, and you have the choice to rescue him or put him out of his misery.
That, or what happens if that's one of the scouts?
Oh, yeah. Or, yeah, you could find all the scouts like that.
Or at least one of them, so it kind of gives somewhat of a trail.
Yeah.
Like they're actually going in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. And then if you go a little further in, you find all the foresters.
Yeah. And it's like in that hibernation spot or whatever. And it's probably...
But it's not all of them because some of them have already, like, fully turned into spore servants.
Yeah. But it's going to be guarded. And it's like they're going to find out its mechanics before they hit that point.
Yeah. Yeah, you can make like an entire ecosystem built out of mushrooms. Like you'd have shelf mushrooms with buildings on them. Mushroom buildings, of course.
Yeah, sure. Is there anything else to add? I can't think of anything.
Nah, I just had the garden.
This is super cut and dry, but I mean, it's a simple one.
Yeah, it's a good, simple quest. Introduces the possibility of having Underdark creatures above ground and gives your party a chance to either be diplomatic or massacre an entire group of people.
I don't think there's any chance of diplomacy because, like I said, they're going to treat all bipedal humanoids as a threat because they're capable of cutting down trees like the first encounter kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's going to be either kill enough to rescue the people or you kill all of them.
Yeah.
And that's up to the party.
Or you can add in the chance for diplomacy and maybe like work out an agreement where the foresters will not forest in that direction.
Maybe. It's really up to DM.
Yeah.
I vote no on that, but you know.
You want the massacre?
No, I'm saying that's always going to be a threat. And maybe down the road, they have to go in there again. And then they know what to expect kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. If you put this in your campaign, well, let us know what the party does on the rescue attempt.
Did they try diplomacy?
Did you allow for diplomacy? Actually, yeah.
Did it work?
Let us know if you think you should add a diplomacy option. Seems like for us, it's 1-to-1 on that vote. So let's do a little tiebreaker. The comments down in this YouTube video or on Blue Sky at Questboard or on X at QuestboardPod. If you have a job posting of your own that you want us to make a quest out of, something maybe more unique than this one, please. This was very generic. I feel like it was generic.
I feel like we could have gone more unique with it, but we were just kind of feeling more generic today. I don't know. We have bland time sometimes. But anyways, let us know on any of those sites. Like I said, we do have a YouTube and we're on most podcasting platforms. So pick your poison of how you want to listen to us. And we appreciate it either way. I think with that, I wish you all a good night. And happy questing.